Hello, gentle listener, and welcome to Tea Time with a Medium. This is Angeline, evidential medium and intuitive, with a collective spirit message meant just for you to help you with your healing after loss. So let's start by making the piles. You'll choose the one that you're most drawn to so that you can get the spirit message meant just for you to help you with your healing after loss. So here we are with our 3 piles, pile 1, pile 2, and 3. I added these stones because I know that they're important to some of you to help you to choose which pile you're most drawn to. This one is citrine, a gemstone for positivity, personal growth, self-worth, and it is connected to the solar plexus chakra. This is sodalite, and sodalite is connected to the third eye. So wisdom, imagination, intuition, and it helps with healing and protection. That is your pile 2. And finally, last but not least, we have red jasper, connected to the root chakra, symbolizing and helping with stability and beginning on a strong foundation. So that's pile 3. Choose the one that you are most drawn to. Trust your intuition, for it will never lead you astray. Be sure to click your time below, so then I will see you in your reading. Hey there, pile 1. You chose citrine, personal power and self-worth, related to the solar plexus chakra. Also a positivity stone, so I know that there are going to be positive messages here for you from Spirit. We have Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, lots of wands here. Of course, the Death card. You know, as a medium, we do not fear death. I always tell people, death is closure, however, it's a new beginning as well, a point of transition. Page of Swords and King of Pentacles. So let's take a look here, spread them out so that you can see what Spirit has to say for you to help you on your healing journey today. And this is a timeless message just for you. So you can always come back, and if the other cards, the other piles speak to you at a different time, you can click on those as well. Spirit is watching you in a balancing act of trying to bring together different elements. We have 3 of Pentacles here. You see these 3 little cats relying on each other. She's reaching for a pentacle, which is stability. So something in your current situation is trying to gather the elements together in collaboration with your partner. I have Queen of Wands and King of Wands. These are 2 very powerful, outgoing, joyful, creative cards, which tells me that recently, or right now, you are working to propel forward. There seems to be a manifesting energy here with Queen of Wands and King of Wands. It's like, let's do this. Let's get something going together. It could also be that the 2 of you are moving in opposite directions. You're both super consumed by a focus on a particular project and set in your path in achieving it and attaining this goal. And perhaps the challenge here is to bring together those energies, or learning to trust your partner that they will be there for you in your healing, despite the fact that they are focusing on other projects that are important to them. So that is the energy I see here for you. And what Spirit wants to say about that is, hey, totally fine to move forward and pursue your goal and to manifest your vision, because we have Two of Wands here. However, Spirit wants to let you know that the advice is to not get too comfortable with the way things are, or think of the ways that you can perhaps take a risk together. Perhaps what's happening here is, with the Two of Wands so close to these two dynamic figures, is that you're getting comfortable in what you're doing and you're afraid to take a risk together, possibly because you don't trust your partner with Three of Pentacles. That's what I'm reading here. It's funny because you're moving in divergent directions, or perhaps trying to move together, but something about that is getting you stuck in a rut. And Spirit is saying, hey, Seven of Pentacles, take a moment to reflect. Take a step back to meditate on your progress and what is really possible here. What have you done that's grounded here? What can you rely on? With all of this Wands activity, what can you really rely on? What is reasonable here? What can you produce here that will be long lasting? Can you be patient? Can you take a moment back and reflect on your current situation, because healing takes time? Here's a sunflower. Sunflower is the flower of self-confidence and remembering that the warmth comes from within you. Citrine is also confidence and positivity, self-improvement. And did you know that the sunflower takes 3 months to blossom? So I'm feeling that it's going to require some time in self-reflection right now in your current circumstance, is what Spirit is saying. Because with the Three of Wands, something is on the horizon, something is coming, something positive will be presenting itself to you. You're beginning now to see the possibilities for what that positivity could be. Again, citrine, positivity card, positivity stone. I love how these things converge like this. So there are new changes on the horizon, and Spirit is having a conversation with you by saying, this is wonderful. Things are happening. You're moving through your healing process. Naturally, events are unfolding organically. There seems to be some sort of concern in your situation about being able to trust that events, people, and opportunities will show up to support you. And Spirit wants you to know that that absolutely can happen. You just need to take a step back and reflect, because you want to be present for what's coming for you that's new and positive to enlighten your path forward. And the advice here on how to do that is, we have the Death card, is simply to accept it's over. One door has closed and you are undergoing a transformation so that you can see where the door is that's opening for you. It's okay to continue to be curious, to continue to explore, and to get really excited about new ideas and all that is falling into your path and into your line of sight for you to integrate into your projects. And the advice here is to simply make sure that you are moving forward in an organized fashion, because we have King of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles is suggesting that you really truly take the time to build that which you desire, that which will serve you, serve your healing, your growth. Slow and steady wins the race. Pentacles are an earth energy. They are a grounded energy. So the advice here is to really take your time to move through acceptance that you've just experienced a loss. It's okay to want to move on, to move forward, because this is what gives you positive energy, to be curious, to be looking into new ideas, uncovering new theories, activities, creative pursuits, creative outlets, really seeking to manifest that which gives you energy, life, vitality. And you're going to do that. You're going to do that in a way that is methodical, grounded, stable, and very logical, so that what you create for yourself is something that's going to serve you for a long time and support you. So pile one, it really does feel very positive to me what is happening for you, and the energies that are supporting you, and the energies that you are manifesting in your life to move through your healing. You are curious, you are ambitious, joyful, creative. You may be working to connect all of these elements for yourself, but know that Spirit is with you, and Spirit is watching over you, and Spirit has just delivered this message just for you. If you liked this, please give a thumbs up. It does help, and be sure to subscribe so you never miss any messages that are meant just for you, to help you in your healing process. Hey there, Pile 2. You chose Sodalite, the stone of healing and protection. Let's see what Spirit has to say to you today in helping you with your healing after loss. Page of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, the Tower, makes sense. The World, Four of Pentacles, Judgment, Ten of Wands, Knight of Wands, and Five of Pentacles. So let's take a closer look here. This is a collective message from collective spirit to the collective. So know that reversal meanings do apply, and I'm giving this without clarification. Most of it should resonate for you, and don't force it to fit. Take what works for you and leave the rest. So what I'm seeing with the Page of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Tower is that you've just started to get grounded. You're at the beginning phase of trying to reinforce a foundation for you to move forward. You're really trying to define your perspective and what is really important to you, for you to take with you as you move forward. With the Seven of Swords here, there's almost like a feeling of lack of trust in the universe, if I may, that you think that you have to take things or to, I don't know, cheat and steal to get them in a way that is like, you think that there's a shortcut to getting grounded and healing. Well, there isn't, but that seems to be an energy that is here. And with the Seven of Swords and Tower, I see that there's this sense of chaos in your environment, like almost an anxiety in which you feel you have to the world is ending, we need to gather all of this because I need to start this new thing. That's what I feel the cards are saying here. And it's very interesting because this happens to all of us. We all want to move on. We all want to start something new. We feel that we deserve it. We feel like this is the time, and gosh, I'm going to invest in this thing that is going to make me feel complete. It's going to help me move forward. But Spirit is saying here, you know what? There are no shortcuts in life. Come into your moment right now. Come into the present and be one with the world. Take a moment and meditate on where you are now, because being present is what is going to allow you to understand what your perspective is, what you really, really need. And when you know what you need, you know what you can keep for yourself and what you can let go. With the Four of Pentacles, there's a sense of hoarding, a sense of gathering and holding on, gripping, a sense of being in lack. So Spirit is giving you information, and that guidance is to step into the flow of abundance, which is naturally yours. We all come into this world and we come into the stream of natural abundance, and it is through these experiences of loss and pain that we forget that. And so if you're operating from a sense of knowing that you have everything that you need and that you are enough, what you have right now is enough, then you can really face what it is that you were encountering. You've just had a loss. You were moving through that. No one is judging you for how you were trying to get through your grief process, because there is no one way to grieve. There's no judgment. There is only music from the up above. And take that in. Take that in as you're healing. World, Four of Pentacles, Judgment, being able to come into the moment, know what you need, let go of that which you don't need, so that you can really feel good about what you're doing. Feel good about what decisions you've made. You don't need to take anything from anyone or anything. You already have what you need. Now, the advice moving forward with 10 of Wands, Knight of Wands, and 5 of Pentacles here. Again, Spirit is advising you to let go of excess baggage. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your back. You don't need everything that you're carrying with you. In fact, when a loved one passes, you're learning that there's so much more than just the material in your learning process in this world. There's more than just material artifacts and things that you can touch and really see. There's so much more, and this is the gift that's being offered to you now by the universe, is to learn to let go. And with Knight of Wands here, don't feel like you need to rush forward. Take your time. Knight of Wands, look at this lizard. Just absorbing the sun. Knight of Wands really wants to rush forward. He's very exuberant and excited to, like, let's get this thing going. But with this here, next to the Four of Pentacles and 7 of Swords, Spirit is saying, hey, just take a moment. Just take a moment, get grounded, maybe declutter. Let go of those things that you don't need, that are blocking your energy. Maybe you haven't cleared out your loved one's belongings, or maybe you've held on to a little bit too much. You really only need a few things to remind you of your loved one who's now in the spirit world, and therefore they're always around you. You never have to feel like you are in lack. With 5 of Pentacles here, I'm understanding that this is a moment for you to keep in mind what really fulfills you. And oftentimes, those are the memories that you had with your loved ones, your loved one that is on the other side. These intangible treasures that you cannot replace them in the physical form. Your loved one has left their meat sack. They have left their physical body, and they're on the other side. But that doesn't mean that you've lost everything. In fact, I always tell people who come to see me for readings that when your loved one crosses to the other side, you actually have so much more of their love and guidance than you had before, because they are in a different realm. They're offering you protection and healing in ways that you could not have experienced it while they were in their physical body. So, pile 2, I will leave you with those messages from Spirit. I wish you light and love on your healing journey. If you enjoyed that and found it helpful, please give a thumbs up. It does help. And be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any messages from Spirit that are meant just for you. Hey there, pile 3. You chose red jasper, the gemstone of new beginnings on a solid foundation. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you today. The Devil, Queen of Pentacles, Strength, Ten of Swords, yes, of course. King of Pentacles, Queen and King of Pentacles, loving it so far. The Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, Six of Pentacles, and Three of Cups. So this is a collective reading. I'm going to read this without clarification, but I'm going to tune in to my spirit guides and the Spirit Collective to bring you a message to help you through your healing process. So right away, this is a really interesting reading to me, and I can totally, of course, relate to it. There seems to be overindulging, whether it's an activity or food, maybe you're binge watching something, whatever your pleasure is, there seems to be definitely some comfort watching, comfort eating, some comforting. You're comforting yourself. Of course, it totally makes sense. You've just recently lost someone, or you are moving through the paces of your own grieving process, and that takes time. It's totally understandable. You're doing this comforting activity, could be many activities. You think that you're doing it to build your inner strength, that it's bringing you a sense of peace and comfort. And yes, absolutely, you do what you need to do to move through this phase. Spirit is saying we absolutely see that you are hurt and you've been through some trauma here with Ten of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles shows me that Spirit is aware that you are trying to get your bearings about you. You're really trying to move forward and come into a grounded sense of self, despite what has recently happened. You're attempting to, with this comforting and overindulgence, to move forward, trying to provide a stable point of forward development. Maybe you think that comforting yourself with these activities is helping to move things along. And that's totally okay. You know, you do what you need to do, but with the Wheel of Fortune showing up here underneath the Knight of Pentacles and next to Strength, yes, you are in a moment of building your strength, but be careful not to depend on these activities too much, because you can get stuck in a rut where things will just keep happening over and over and over, and you won't be able to really move out of that enclosed world that you've built for yourself because you are in pain. You are seeking these other things to either numb it or to soothe it, and you do that for as long as you need to. But just keep in mind that Spirit's message for you moving forward is, how do you expect to grow in this process if you just take the status quo, which is what you're establishing for yourself? It's time for you to baby yourself in a different way and to understand that within you, you have the spiritual wisdom of knowing when old paradigms need to be dissolved, old practices need to be thrown out, old practices need to be set aside so that you can really come into a sense of play and optimism on what you can be building that's concrete for you. It's time to rise and shine and feed the chickens, okay? Put on a new dress or a new shirt. Because what is possible for you is the Three of Cups. Gregariousness, being with your community, finding your soul pack, your soul circle, coming out of your shell. You are protecting yourself. That is absolutely warranted right now because of what you're going through. And Spirit knows this, but they're coming through with a new current of energy to support you in, hey, rise and shine, cock-a-doodle-doo. It's time to go out there and see what new little chicks have hatched for you. There's a new day out there and new twilights for you to engage with other people, to bring a new dynamic in, because it's a little bit stale right now. It's a little bit at stasis, and that is understandable because you are really trying to build your strength and start a new chapter in your life. The advice here is that you have everything you need to get a jump start. Put on that leotard, whatever it is that makes you feel happy and vibrant, and see things anew. There's something new there, and you can let go and step out of this little world that you've created for yourself, which will be soon expiring in terms of what it can do to serve you and your growth process, and moving out into a new world. So I hope that was helpful for you. If it was, please give a thumbs up. It does help. And be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any messages from Spirit that are meant just for you.